Here we go again. Back at it, my viewers and subscribers. Bringing to you guys another cricket video. Yes, man. So, in this one, we are going to be talking Super 50 because we had two games yesterday. We saw the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force going up against the combined campuses and colleges. And we also saw Guyana Harpy Eagles taking on the Windward Islands Volcanoes. Now, I didn't get a chance to go through the scorecards because, CWI, they also announced the ODI squad that will be taking on England. So, yesterday evening I spent the time talking about that. So I'm going to go through the scorecards here real quick. You can let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are as it relates to the batting and the bowling, especially if you got an opportunity to see the guys yesterday. So yeah, just let me know what you all think. Now, before we go down into the scorecards, I want to say a shout out to Adrian Barath. Yes, my people. For all the long time West Indies supporters, you will definitely remember who that is. He actually is back on the scene. The only thing is he's not in the middle. He's doing some commentary work. I saw him on Facebook yesterday making a couple of posts and stuff. And, we just want to say congratulations to him. I remember when he made his debut, I think he actually scored a century on debut. But, shortly after that, he took a different career path. And, we're seeing him back on the scene right now, but as a commentator. So, shout out to him. All right, let's start with Trinidad and Tobago Red Force versus the combined campuses and colleges. And, this was a low scoring game of people. That's the first thing you will see from the two games that were played yesterday. Remember, it's a 50 over competition, and we didn't see any other teams getting over 280, 290. So Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, they won their game by 60 runs. Yes, they won by 60 runs. They made 194 all out of their 50 overs. 194. Now, the combined campuses and colleges, they were only able to muster 134. They were bowled out in 38.1 overs. So losing that game there by 60 runs. Not a good start to the campaign. I am sure that Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, they are happy they were able to win, but they will also look to go at a faster rate in terms of scoring. 194 or 50 overs is definitely not what they will be looking for. And the same can be said, or even more, where combined campuses and colleges is concerned, because they lost the game. Right, so let me just go through the batting scorecard here for the Red Force. Now, Utley and Webster, they opened. Nice little opening partnership, they were able to put together. We saw, Utley, he made 45 from 89. He had 3 fours and 1 6. So that's a strike rate of 51. Tian Webster made 26 from 50. He had 2 sixes and 1 4, going at a strike rate of 52. We saw Amir Jangu getting 29 from 42, 2 fours and 1 6, strike rate of 69. Jason Mohammed was removed for what you could call a very good delivery. I think I was actually watching when he got out. It was Prasad that bowled him. Joshua Da Silva, who is the new captain, he made 4, right? 4 from 12. Gooley made 37 from 50 with 1 4 and 1 6, strike rate of 74. Yannick Correa made 28. And, those were the main contributors there as the Red Force team put together 194. Now, bowling for the combined campuses and colleges, the main wicket takers, Goodrich, he took 3 for 18 from 4 overs, right? 3 for 18 from 4 overs. He was supported by Romario Greaves and Prasad, who picked up 2 wickets each. So that is basically how it went in that innings. Now, when it was time for combined campuses and colleges to go in search of the total, they lost senior player Powell very early. He made 2 from 4. Puran made 18 from 61. Paris, very young, very entertaining batsman. You understand, young and entertaining. He made 57 from 68. He had 5 fours and 2 sixes in that knock. Strike rate of 84. Shamar Brooks, the captain, made 10. And, nobody else was really able to muster anything much. So that is basically how it went. They were bowled out for 134. Now, let's just look at the bowling for Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. The chief wicket takers, Kyrie Peer getting 4 for 8 from 9.1 overs. Yes, you heard me right. 4 wickets for 8 runs. And he had 4 maidens in there, 9.1 overs. He was supported by Yannick Karaya, who took 3 for 31 from his 8 overs. So that's basically how that game went. Trinidad and Tobago walking away with the victory there by 60 runs. So congratulations to Trinidad and Tobago. And, combined campuses and colleges will definitely look to bounce back in their next game. All right, so let us just take a look now at the second game that was played. The Guyana Harpy Eagles going up against the Windward Islands Volcanoes. And this one, the Windward Islands Volcanoes, they were able to win by 1 wicket with 3 deliveries to spare. So this one went down to the wire. We saw both teams were able to score higher than the previous 2 teams that I spoke about. So the Guyana Harpy Eagles, they batted first in this game, scoring 274 for 5 from their 50 overs. Tejnaran Chandapal got 49 from 81. He got 6 fours, so a strike rate of 60. Tejnaran Chandapal going close to a half century there. Matthew Nandu starting out the tournament with a good little knock, 34 from 61 with 3 fours, strike rate of 56. Captain Tevin Imlak, he chipped in with 65 not out, 65 from 67. He actually had 5 fours and 1 6, strike rate of 97. And in the back end, we got some runs from Anderson, Kevlin Anderson, and Kimo Paul. So Kimo Paul, he made 54 not out from 29, 6 sixes and 1 4, strike rate of 186. And we saw Anderson, he was run out for 42 from 39 with 2 fours and 2 sixes. So, a couple of batsmen coming in there in the back end for Guyana, but it was a little bit too late for them. Well, not even too late, just short. The bowling for the Windward Islands Volcanoes now, they were led by Cedric Descartes. He picked up 2 for 53. Right, so he was the man that led the way there for them in that effort. Now, Windward Islands going in search of those runs. They actually lost their first 3 wickets quite cheaply. Cheap. Solozano made 6. Pascal didn't score. We saw Hodge getting 4. Sunil Ambrose, the captain, getting 19. But then, came Descartes. He made 60 from 62. He had 7 fours and 1 6, strike rate of 97 to help his team across the line. He was supported by Dylan Douglas, the man who took the day. Yes, the man who took the day. He made 90 from 100 or off 100. And in that he had 8 fours and 2 sixes at a strike rate of 90. Versame Permal made sure he didn't get much further. He was run out by Versame Permal. The guys coming in at the back end to clean up things. Sirius made 29. We saw Kenneth Denver getting 20, while Tyson was left not out, and 17 to make sure the Windward Islands got across the line. So chasing 274 for 5, Windward Islands got to 277 for 9 with 1 wicket in hand. So they won the game there by 1 wicket. So congratulations to the Windward Islands Volcanoes. And we're looking forward to the next set of games that will be coming. We're hoping that we will see guys scoring more runs. We're looking for some centuries, looking for some centurions in this year's staging of the Super 50. So congratulations to the two winners from yesterday, but we're looking forward to more scores being put on the board. Right, so shout out to those guys. All right, just before we go, this is the England squad here. Not too sure how many of the names you guys will be familiar with. They have actually named a couple of new players. So they have Jordan Cox, they have Michael Pepper, Phil Salt. So they have Pepper and Salt out there. Liam Livingstone, who will be captaining the team. Jacob Bethel, Sam Curran. They have Will Jacks, Dan Mosley, Jamie Overton, Ryan Ahmed, Jaffa Archer is back, Sakib Mahmood, Adil Rashid, Reese Tapley, and John Turner. So that's the England squad. Big up.